Hey everybody, JR Fisher here. I just tried to start this live just a second ago and it kind of froze up, so that's not good. So it's Monday afternoon, and I was talking to somebody the other day, and they said that they heard that you can make $1 million a year off $5 a day ads. Okay, so yeah, that's true. And it's also not true. So I want to kind of clarify that. Just did some shopping. I'm getting ready to leave town tomorrow, heading to New Orleans for about a few days. Got the house sitter coming, getting everything all set up. And you know how it is when you're packing. You always are missing something, so I had to go do some shopping. So let me get driving so I can get back, because I got to get a lot of stuff done. But let's talk about these $5 a day ads, okay? What they are and what they're not. Because everybody's talking about how you can make all this money on Facebook with $5 a day. And it is true, and it's also not true. Here's the part that's not true. You are not going to be able to run an ad for 1 or 2 products at $5 a day and make $1 million a year. It isn't going to happen, okay? You have to invest some money in ads. And I'm not quite sure what it is about online sales that attracts people that think, well, you know, I'm going to make all this money and I'm never going to invest a dime. I'm not going to put any time into it. I'm not going to put any money into it. All I'm going to do is nothing, and I'm going to make money. Now, if that was true, if you really didn't have to put any money into it and you really didn't have to do anything, people are already doing that. They should already have the money, right? Because they're already doing nothing, investing nothing. So we've got to know that's not true. So what is a $5 a day ad? It is actually the only ad I run when I start off running ads. I don't run any other ads but $5 a day ads. But understand, I run a bunch of them, okay? So it's not like I run an ad for $5 and see what happens. I run another ad for $5 and see what happens. That's just not true. That's not how it happens. What you have to do is you need to pick like 8 to 10 audiences minimum, okay? 8 to 10 audiences. Now, if you think about that, that's, you know, that's $40, $50 a day. Okay, and that's really what you're going to have to spend. But what happens is the majority of them don't do well, and we run them for 2, 3, 4, 5 days. And you know, everybody asks me, well, when do you know to cut them off? Well, there's several components to an ad. The first is your ad copy, and then your image, and then there's the landing page, and then there's the offer. So here's how you know. After a couple days, if you're not getting any clicks whatsoever, if nobody's clicking on your ad, you've got a problem with the image, you got a problem with the text, or you got a problem with the audience. One of those things is messed up if nobody's clicking on it. Now, if you're getting a lot of clicks on it and it's going to your landing page but nobody's buying, then it can only be 2 things. It can be your offer, right? Or it could be your product, right? You could have a great product but a terrible offer. You know, or you could have a great offer but a terrible product. You know, it's really cheap but nobody wants it. So the way the $5 ad or day ads work is when you've got these 8 or 10 audiences, what you're doing is you're spending $5 a day. And you know what? I put like several different images in those audiences, okay, and break up that $5 actually. And then what happens is you're going to see some of them doing well and some of them not doing well. So the ones that aren't doing well, if you're not getting any clicks, if you're not getting any sales after, you know, a few days, you know, then you're probably going to want to kill those ones that aren't doing anything. This $5 is really an investment in finding which things are working, okay? Hey Nicole, I see you there. I got a couple people saying hello. This $5 a day ad thing is really to test it out. And imagine this, imagine you go to a casino, and it's kind of like this, because ads are kind of like gambling. I mean, that's kind of the way it is. But imagine you go to a casino and everybody's playing blackjack, and if you know anything about blackjack, you know, you have to bet before you know what your hand is. You know, that's kind of how it works. But imagine if everybody at the table did their bet and then everybody saw their hand, and then you had an opportunity to bet more money on the winning hand. That's pretty cool, right? So that's pretty much what we're doing with these $5 a day ads. You've got, you know, 8 to 10 audiences, and an audience is your ad set. And in your ad set, you may have 2 or 3 images and some different text and stuff, but they're all the same for each one. And the ones that don't do well, you kill them. You kill them, they're over with. And don't stick with it, and don't say, well, gosh, if I wait another week, it's probably going to do good, or maybe 10 days. I know this is a good ad. I know this is a good product. You don't know anything until you run it. And the market will tell you if it's any good, okay? You don't have to say, oh, it's good or it's bad. The market will tell you, because I've run some ads that looked really bad, and they did really well, and I spent like hours on video and doing really cool ads, and I said, this is awesome, and nobody bought. So what the $5 a day thing is, and you'll hear it over and over again, it is a starting point. That's it. It's a starting point to test data, to figure out these audiences. And once you've tested the data and you figured out the audiences and you've gotten rid of the ones that don't work, then you can bet on the ones that do. So if you've got, you know, 1 or 2 or even 3 that are working, then what you do is you increase your ad budget on those, and you go out and grab another 8 or 10 audiences and you throw them in there again, and you start all over again. The campaign that I'm running now, I think, has 35 different audiences that I've run through it. 35. And right now I'm sitting on 4 out of 35 that are getting results, and 2 of them are brand new, so I'm not even saying those are getting results. But 2 of them are doing real well. And when you run these $5 a day ads, guys, don't try to be dependent upon that product making you money, because that's not the goal of an ad. I know that sounds insane, but it really isn't. The goal of an ad is to acquire a customer. So what happens when we run an ad, it's probably for a cheap product, like I have one running now for a book on how to find products to sell online. That's kind of funny, right? And they buy the book for $5, but when they get to the book page, there's an upsell. There's a bump. And that bump is, would you like to have the audio of this book also? And that's another $5. So that can change that $5.60 to $10.60. And I'll tell you, more than 50% of the people take the audio of that. Once that's purchased, it goes to another page, and it offers them another product, which is a course for $47 or $27 a month, depending on which page they go to, because I'm split testing that. And then there's a portion of the people that will take that offer, a much smaller portion that took the book, but that's a $47 sale or a $27 a month sale. So what all I'm trying to do is acquire that customer on the front end and have a zero cost. I don't care about making money on the book or the audio. I really would like to sell the course, but the thing is, if I can break even on that cost, on that ad in the beginning, okay, of acquiring that customer, like if I take in $10 and it costs me $10 to get the customer, that's okay, because a portion of the people are going to buy the $47 product. And if a portion of the people are buying the $47 product, that changes everything. So keep in mind, yeah, you can spend $5 a day and you can make $1 million a year on Facebook. It can happen. But it's not off one ad, it's not off 2 ads, it's a bunch of different audiences and a bunch of different ads, okay? And don't try to make it on the product. Understand you're trying to make it on the upsells and acquiring that customer for your list, because later on you're going to be emailing them and selling them more products. So I hope that clears it up. I've got to go pack because I'm heading out to New Orleans. Pretty excited about that. Going to eat some good Cajun foods, which means I can't eat much food tonight, right? Because I'll be big when I get there, and I don't want that to happen. Hey guys, thanks for listening, and if you want more free training and videos, you can join my group. It's called The Art of E-Commerce Success. I've been selling stuff online now for 9 years, and we've done pretty well, I will say. We've done millions and millions of dollars, so we've picked up a few things. I certainly don't know it all. Anybody who tells you they know it all, run in the other direction, because they don't. Nobody knows it all. And the thing is, it changes every day. I'm picking up new things every day. There's new softwares that come out. There's new stuff constantly. So, but you know, when you hear these things about how easy it is, it can be easy at times and it's tough at other times, but understand you've got to invest some money. Today, as a matter of fact, you know, I said, well, you know, you need to get a Shopify store, and that's what you start out with a Shopify store. And he said, well, I checked, and the Shopify store costs $29 a month, and I don't have that right now. Now, I truly feel sorry for somebody who doesn't have $29. But man, if you don't have $29, you don't need to be starting a business. You need to be getting a side job. You need to be working more hours, doing some overtime. I don't know, selling stuff on the weekends, having a yard sale, do whatever. Don't try to get into this business if you have $0 in your pocket. You cannot make a living with $0. It will not work. Keep that in mind. Okay, I'll talk to you next time. Bye.